This guy's the one I really did want to talk to, but I kept saying I didn't. But me and Williams, because we were already mad. But
He's a good dude.
well, he seemed like he was. Right, I was in my mode. So
I'm more than happy to have a conversation.
hi, Williams. Hi, man. Sorry we met like this. You know, I'm actually pretty cool to talk to. I don't like yelling that much.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't. We totally get that, man. Like, it's like I think I heard my partner saying there's a bad history with policing. We're younger cops, so we're from the internet age. We're from a different generation, right? Right?
Yeah.
So like, I can appreciate where you guys come from and what you do, right? My brother-in-law's a black man in Atlanta. He's had some real rough experiences, right? I'm just out here to help you. That's all I'm here to do.
Well, and I wish we had met under different circumstances. I just want to say that because, like, normally it's pretty mellow. We're like, hi, thanks for letting us take some photos. We're gonna get out of
Have you
here.
considered opera?
Opera?
Your lungs are stellar,
At the
dude.
very
We
least,
say
you're
that I
lucky.
can raise the dead. There'll be a few dead walking around here later, guys.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly walk most of the apartment buildings around.
Oh God,
And like we said, like we get it. It's just like the
opera.
yeah.
You're funny, man. Oh, I love it. Remedy's great.
If you need a career, man, I think opera's it for you. I think you could.
I do need a career.
Yeah, you could.
You're funny
You
again.
could make
You're
a.
funny
You
again.
could make a mark. God, if I had some other talent, but I love.
Do you guys know Eric Brandt? Eric Brandt. So you got to check out some of the Eric Brandt videos. I was doing my Eric Brandt routine there, so you'll have to check it out. He'd catch some bad actors, and he'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then everybody would look, and it would bring all the eyes onto the bad cop, and you know, or whatever. So my friend Eric Brandt is doing 12 years in Colorado prison. He didn't hurt anyone. He said words on TV, and they said that was retaliation against the judge or something like that. And no one got hurt or anything, but what kind of a country do we live in
I've sworn
when
2
we're
oaths to the
12
Constitution.
years in prison?
The only words that affect me is when you guys say that I ignore my oath, which I've never done in my entire life. I've made 2 oaths to the Constitution. I carry 2 pocket constitutions, one in my vehicle.
Well, please say that a little louder, man. We want to hear that. They want to hear that. He says he carries 2 pocket constitutions, and what hurt his feelings, if anything, was
saying that I ignore
that
the
he
Constitution.
ignores his
I
oath.
have never once ignored my oath. I've made 2 oaths of the Constitution, one for the U.S. Army and one for this.
That's
I've
super.
never once forgotten it.
Well, thank you.
And
Oh.
so, and again, like, if one of us is up there just trying to have a calm conversation, like, I can I'll hear your grievances, man. There are ways that I can look into what occurred, right? That maybe you can't and the public can't. But
Well,
I can-
so that's the thing. I want to build rapport with you guys, right?
Yeah.
This isn't my normal approach to stuff, man.
Right, and I can absolutely pull officers and give grievances with aside for personal conversations with them about their conduct. And if that doesn't work, then I can take them behind, right? I don't want to work with dirty people. That is the last thing I want.
It's the worst enemy.
I have
It
integrity.
is. I've been in departments, we videotaped. I've spoken with lieutenants and stuff in IA. I've spoken with undersheriffs that were scared of their entire department.
I don't care.
They were scared of every officer, man, and they couldn't change nothing. He was like, "I need guys like you," is what he told me.
Yeah, and
I need
know
you
what?
guys.
And so that's why religion, speech, and press is the First Amendment, right?
Yep.
Because that's what holds our government accountable. And I am the government when I wear this uniform. When I don't wear this uniform, I'm a rule of law libertarian.
Like
I
that.
think if you're not hurting anybody, you do you. But as a society to function, we have to have laws, right?
Yeah.
We have to agree on a certain set of standards and morals
I love standards.
to operate under, right?
Yep, like
the
the dictionary,
only way to
right?
have
I
that
have agreements.
the only way to have that is to have people willing to enforce it, right? So it's a circle that we all have to cooperate with.
Did you say a rule of law libertarian?
Yes.
Okay, this is interesting, actually. I think this is the first rule of law libertarian I've met, guys.
So I personally believe if you're a consistent adult,
Don't hurt nobody.
and I've got discretion in my job and I follow my morals, right? However, methamphetamine makes people want to stab people. It's a fact.
That's horrible.
The number of people I've seen get stabbed by somebody on that. So maybe
I never thought about stabbing no one when I was on meth. I was
I've
pissed.
seen it quite a
Hi,
bit.
Commander.
So, like, there have to be laws for society to function. However, those laws don't need to infringe on my personal liberties, and that's my belief.
Yeah.
So as long as, again, I'm not here to catch bad guys who hurt people. That's what we're working on right now. I don't know if you were told, but we're working on homicide,
Yeah, you told me. I
right?
feel bad about it.
So, and that's why we have all
I
these.
feel
laws
bad about
out
the
here.
person not being here, but I feel bad also that there's victims and shit that, you know, are being, whatever, this is being drawn out for them, and I don't want that either.
Well, be part of the solution, man.
Yeah, you know, I try the best I can.
Yeah.
Good. Right.
But this over here, preventing officers from working, just threw more resources away from helping people who need it.
So this is indicative of how we need to work together, right, to take those up because that's our boundary.
So you understand that takes time, right?
It didn't take time after we showed up. It was about 30 seconds later.
But again, that's 30 seconds that I'm not spending interviewing somebody or looking for shell casings or canvassing for video. That's 30 seconds that I could be operating on another task of a higher priority, right? And I understand as a citizen, desiring that tape. I completely understand it because it's a clear, visible marker.
Disorderly. They were being disorderly.
Well, not disorderly, but we got to get stuff done, right? In order to do the best job we can for the victim, we have to do a lot of things really rapidly, right? And also understand that most people who are out here trying to investigate were also part of the original call that was a very highly stressful incident. And so maybe we're not thinking of every little step, checkbox by checkbox. We're trying to do
I can understand that.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the things I don't like is dehumanizing. I get it. Y'all are human beings too, man.
So I understand wanting the tape, but I also understand where the officers are coming from. With like, hey, my verbal orders, if people do start encroaching on my investigation, should be enough.
All right, but we stayed on the other side of the tape. And you know what? I don't want to argue with you either. You've been nice to me.
We're having a conversation.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to initiate any kind of an argument. You've been nice to me so far. And off or not, I am in handcuffs, but
You'll be out of them trouble.
okay, that'd be nice.
Is what I'm saying making sense, or is it like?
Huh?
Is what I'm saying making sense?
No, I don't think you sound like an idiot at all. No, I think I kind of like your views a little bit. You know,
I'm willing to have these conversations all day long with whoever. I hold no personal grievance.
you know. In response, though, if I may, not a rebuttal or nothing, but just a comment back, because we went to Seattle, right? Like we've been everywhere, we've been all over, and we went to Seattle and trying to get some of those interactions, right? And we could not find one, right? Like there's like no Seattle cops, man.
They literally don't have any
They
cops.
literally don't have.
I think I read Seattle and Austin last month. There was a single 7-hour period where both cities didn't have a single officer on the road for 7 straight hours.
Okay, well, but it's okay though. So let me tell you, I
Can
think
I be
hope.
honest with you real
Go
quick?
ahead. Oh,
You telling me to go home and shoot myself is the reason a lot of us are quitting.
And
I see a therapist every other week because I thought of it, right? That's something that's crossed my mind. The horrible shit I see, the horrible things I deal with, the stresses of not only this job but life outside of it. And then like having a guy like you come and tell me to go home and shoot myself, like it's pretty fucked up.
I'm glad you said something.
That's not cool. That's why cops are quitting. 'Cause everybody hates us.
And to piggyback on something he said, like we are younger, right? Like we are children of the internet age. We have seen the same things you saw that have empowered you with what you do. That's why we became cops.
So if we can change it from
And then when we have these interactions, like don't get me wrong, man. Like all of us went through 2020,
This is great conversation, man.
but a lot of the guys like us that are want to come make a difference and still want to go after bad guys and be heroes. Because we saw heroes when we were kids. We have to go home and be like, oh, you told me to go shoot myself, right? And,
why do I
we,
do this?
And
why
we
do
don't have the support. The good cops don't have the support that we should have. And we now have less cops and we're dealing with more crime. I think in the last month, Officer Williams and I have probably seen 20 dead people in 30 days. We don't have enough days off to see enough therapists for all the stuff we see, and we don't have enough cops.
That's such a gem
So
that
I
you
get
just gave us just now. Thank you for your words.
I
man.
get hating us, and it's fine to hate us. I don't need to be loved.
No, I don't hate you guys, man.
You said you hate the police in general, right? Not me.
No, I didn't say that though.
Okay.
I didn't say that, did I? I don't think I said
I
that.
don't like you guys.
But
I don't
I
hate
understand
you.
that, like, honest go kill ourselves. But maybe don't take it that far this time.
I hope you got a bad day.
1, 2, 3. I broke 7 vertebrae too.
You good?
Not really. Thank you.
So I'm sure these officers already explained to you, put the hand on your head for me, why we had to do something.
They did.
Your behavior, coming out here and filming, you're doing nothing, and something, but you're out here screaming and talking along, and the things that you were saying, when you start coming out, that's when you start breaking the law.
Good.
All right, so
So you're gonna get a ticket for obstruction and interference and disturbing the peace. You're going to have a court date on April 17th, 2024, 8 a.m. at the Aurora Courthouse. If you have a problem finding it, the address is on your ticket. You can look it up and you'll get there.
Thanks.
Too fast. I was smart. I take a break.
Have a better night. Please don't have any more trouble with us tonight, because if it happens again like this,
Wait, I got a call.
I thought it was we're going to take it to we'll give you another ticket. We're going to bond you on this thing. So,
Understood.
Let's look to you on 4th.
Hey, Williams. I hope we can see each other again and talk again, man. Oh, guys, these are Jim's even better than the interactions. Is what I've been doing lately is this one right here, guys. This is actually it, Commander. I think this is how we build bridges in the community. One more time. Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir. Thanks for what you do.
Thank you, guys, for what you do, too.
Well, he picked me up like in an apartment over there.
Yeah.
I need your car. I want all guys' cars. Y'all go have full of like
Make sure to tell Lady Jane how great I was.
Yeah, I hope you guys see less dead bodies, man.